What up, guys? It's your boy OG. I'm back at it again. You know, honestly, I don't really know what to make this video about, but I'm gonna just give it my best. And honestly, that's the message today. Giving it your best. You know, just showing up when you absolutely don't want to. You're tired, or you just maybe, you're just out of it. You're not feeling it. But at the end of the day, guys, tasks have to get done. Things have to get finished. Things have to be, completed. And once you have that mindset, it's not about how fast you do it, how this you do it, this and the third. You don't have to be perfect. But completion, man, it's all about completion. Getting things done, staying focused, staying the course, you feel me? And I gotta be honest with you, sometimes I even struggle with that. Like this morning, man, I didn't want to go to the gym, bro. But it's back in my mind, I've already told myself, like, okay, this is something I gotta do. And it's only beneficial, you know? There's nothing negative about going to the gym, so it's like I'm only getting better. And then there's times where let's say I gotta do 100 of a certain exercise, and I get to 50, and then my mind starts to get complacent. Oh, well, that's good enough, right? Majority of the world can't do that, but then I think about it, I'm like, this is free. As in the work that I'm doing, why not get everything? Why leave anything on the table? Why leave gains on the table when you can have everything? Imagine it like you're eating and you're hungry, but you only eat 50% of your food, but you're still hungry though. Why not go ahead and just clean the whole plate up? Why you want to throw away good food away? And that's kind of like what this is, it's like completed, guys. Don't worry too much about, the time, the speed, because speed will come, endurance will come, technique will improve. But all in all, get it done, And this is a message not only to you guys, but to also myself. Get it done. No matter how you're feeling. And like I said, guys, I understand, man. Some days, like if you look at from when I'm posting this video to my other videos, there's a huge gap. Like life been kicking a man, you know what I mean? Life been kicking my ass, bro. But it's time to get back to the grind, So let's get this done, guys. Let's keep pushing. I know it's hard, but if you don't do it, then who else, If you don't do it, then who else? Who else is, and we already established, especially in the male community, that nobody else is coming to save us. This is something that is ingrained in us, and we see it every day. And I know that can probably cause resentment, but it's like, guys, think about it. Why would you want it, any other way? Why you want to get saved by somebody? Why you want a handout? Why you want to be rescued? Like some type of damsel in distress. Nothing wrong with a little help here and there, but ultimately, bro, you have to put this work in. You have to do it. Just do it, do it tired, do it sleepy, do it hungry, do it without praise. Nobody's about to, when you complete that work, nobody's saying, like, hey man, good job, man. No, nobody's doing that. You gotta sometimes motivate yourself. Of course, keep God first 100%, but sometimes you just gotta motivate yourself, you feel me? And sometimes you just gotta do it off principle. Go watch my routine video, When you get that routine, whether or not, however you're feeling, you already understand that this is something that needs to be done. It's a task that I've said I was gonna do. And then the more you do it, the better your discipline increase, the better your technique, your form, or whatever you're doing. You don't gotta be about exercise, but just most importantly, just showing up and performing. Like I said in previous videos, it doesn't have to be the best performance. It's not always going to be the best performance. You feel me? You're not always going to give 200% every day. But as long as you're completing, you know, you're pushing yourself, you're reaching new limits, you're not allowing yourself just to sit and be complacent, you will see the growth. Day in, day out, you will see the improvements. Even if it's 1%, you're getting 1% better than the last day. Like I said, guys, don't go to sleep and then wake up day after day being the same person. Even if it's 1% better, all this stuff compounds, you know? All of it compounds, and it does what it do, you feel me? So, like I said, guys, don't quit. Stay focused. And like I said, I'm speaking to myself too, you know? It's time to get back on the grind. Time to get back to the work, you feel me? No more excuses, no more pity parties, no more feeling bad for yourself. You feel me? You can complain, just get the work done though, you dig? OG out.